Hello, tech enthusiasts and innovators. Welcome to another thrilling episode of the Open Innovator. Today, we are delving into the heart of technology, exploring trends shaping our landscape. Join us as we unlock the future with AR/VR, blockchain, machine learning, Web 3.0, and AI. We will meet Samkit Sharma, the mastermind behind Hack2Skill, a community powering a 2.5 million strong tech enthusiasts. So let's get ready for a front row seat to the tech revolution. Let's dive in. Today we have a true innovator who has joined us. We have Samkit Sharma, founder of Hack2Skill. Hack2Skill is an extremely popular name in the tech community and is making some noise. Samkit, welcome to the show. We would like to start by knowing a little about Hack2Skill, not just what Hack2Skill do, but I believe you are doing a lot of cool stuff on innovation also, right? So yes, over to you, Samkit.
First of all, thank you for inviting. So Hack2Skill, I will say, helping all the budding entrepreneurs, all the innovators, all the students, freelancers, professionals to showcase their talent. And also helping all the big startups, big organizations, MNCs and all to source good innovations, to source great talent. And also apart from this, a brand building exercises is also like a implementing with the particular Hack2Skill and all. Hack2Skill being, I will say, a backbone, like a hackathon is a backbone for Hack2Skill to come up with these latest challenges, latest solutions and all. Starting with various challenges, I will say, we are being helping with ICC, International Cricket Council. There is an outcome from our previous initiative with them is a AR wagon wheel.
Okay.
Clubbing all the technologies, AI, ML, clubbing all the technologies like blockchain, Web 3 and all, giving the immersive experience for the fans. So these kind of a groundbreaking, I will say, output or I will say innovation from our hackathon stood up all the innovators in place.
Well, that's pretty impressive to know that you have worked with all the leading names, right? Be it ICC, be it other leading banks. Well, that's so good to know that. So, which also means there is a need of innovation, right, within the companies or corporates group, which actually means Hack2Skill is not just limited to hackathon, it's more than that, correct? And I was reading the other day that you have built a strong community of 2.5 million tech enthusiasts, right? So please tell us, what is it all about and what took you? I believe you've been into this business since last 7 years, right? So how was the journey all about, and how does it feel, building such a vast community?
So I will say the commitment of team and also giving to the ecosystem. So how the giving to the ecosystem stands is whatever the initiative we are doing it, whether the initiative we are doing with some MNC, some startup or maybe some government organization, we always comes to our output.
Right.
What output makes us strong? Giving the opportunity that actually their ideas, their solution, their MVPs, their prototype will see the day in a light. So the entire, I will say, output, the entire ecosystem developing and collaborative approach of this community, we have grown upon 2.5 million and now we are at close to 3 million communities.
That's pretty impressive, Samkit. Samkit, you also briefly touched upon innovation part, right? Innovation challenges, open innovation challenges. Our show is Open Innovator Show, right? So what were the key, if you can talk quickly about some key outcomes of those innovation challenges, right? So that will also help our viewers understand what kind of challenges you run.
Yeah. So we, first of all, we cater to any domain.
Okay.
Like any industry you name, whether it's a FMCG, whether it's a tech, whether healthcare, whether fintech, any industry we cater, because innovation is a back. And all these technologies like AI, ML, now the Gen AI is a buzzword, blockchain, Web 3,
yes,
AR, VR, everything is a pillars to make them more fabricated in a way.
Correct.
So starting with now, we are working with ONDC and Google Cloud again to revolutionize the entire e-commerce space. So e-commerce space is a build-up of all the technology you can see, whether it's a supply chain, so it can be a data metrics, all the data scientists, AI, ML, even with your customers, you can enable with AR, VR. All the technology can be implemented into a single domain, which makes an immersive experience to the audience also, to their potential customers also, and also giving them the insights to various new in that particular sector. So we are working very closely with ONDC and Google Cloud to make a various solution and innovations out from the entire e-commerce space. With going ahead, we are also working with SBI Bank. We recently executed some of the hackathons with SBI Bank. Again, the idea was how this online fraud can be stopped.
Right.
So these kind of immersive, or I will say groundbreaking solutions and challenges, we will keep working with various clients and all. Apart from this, we are working with ICC to enhance the fan experience.
Okay.
So recently, some a good startup, they have come up with the idea of AR wagon wheel.
Okay.
The same can be implemented when you are in the stadium or you are outside of the stadium.
Right.
So we are helping ICC for finding those particular ideas and to implement them.
With all these technology in the last 7-8 years, you must have seen technology changing at a rapid pace, right? So how has your experience been, organizing innovation challenges, hackathons, meetup, mixers, around these ever-evolving technologies, right? So do you think this is an advantage for you, or do you think this is something, which is restricting your growth?
I think but definitely it is advantage for us, and it will be a challenge for all the traditional companies.
Right.
So this is how the matchmaking happens.
Right.
When we executed, I will say, Asia Pacific first blockchain hackathon.
In 2017 that you mentioned?
Absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely. And after that only all this Bitcoins and Ethereum buzzword has come. But before that, we are already come up with the hackathon. We have collaborated with 20 plus best developers, and they are available in India. And they know about the blockchain and all. So we are always ahead of the curve. Before something come, we have identified that potential of that particular technology. Same with Gen AI. So with Gen AI, before the Chat GPT and Google Bard has come, all this, their limelight and all, before that, we end up executing Gen AI hackathon.
Okay.
With 100 plus innovators coming and giving their various case studies, various, I will say, use case of the Gen AI and all.
Okay.
So this is how we always ahead of the curve, and also pushing our ecosystem, pushing our community,
Right.
so they can collaboratively approach with the challenges and come up with the solution.
All right. Now it makes sense. Right. So Samkit, among our viewers, there is a strong community of developers who watches our show. What message would you like to give to all those developers who see hackathon as one of the opportunity that they might use to excel in their career?
With, I will say, all these developers, and I've categorized in a two segment. One is a developer who is working somewhere. One is a developer, I will say, a budding entrepreneur who want to be an entrepreneur. So keep exploring various hackathons around. It can be in person, it can be online. All this hackathon is a mixture of, I will say, you can brainstorm with the mentors. There are a lot of industry experts you will get access to. You will get access to various networking in your domain. If a hackathon of Gen AI is there, so you end up meeting 10 plus industry great expert, which will give what happening in the industry.
Okay.
So this will be a groundbreaking. Keep exploring various hackathons. Keep exploring various the challenges. And there are a lot of, you open the internet, there are a lot of, we have listed a lot of opportunities for the developers.
Right. Very well said. Also on the same line, Samkit, I'm sure it must have took you a lot of efforts to, build a strong community of 2.5 million tech enthusiasts, right? But still, my question is, how do you see the future of, building such tech-oriented community? Do you think it helps in the long run?
Definitely. Tech-oriented community and how it will be different from other. Always the mechanism of community is always the same.
Mm-hmm.
But tech-oriented communities can also further categorize in various technologies.
Right.
So, for example, we can start with Gen AI.
Right.
A community can be a Gen AI enthusiast of all developers and innovators. A community can be a blockchain and a Web3 community.
Right.
So, categorizing all these a community can be AR, VR community.
Right.
So, all this micro communities can come up and with the immersive, or I will say interesting solution for all these organizations, startups, or it can be a collaborative approach of all these small and micro communities.
Right.
Come up with the various groundbreaking ideas and solutions.
Right.
So this is how I see this community and enabling the community. The future of community is the micro community.
So there will always be the need of tech-oriented community, and you will keep building it on, right?
Absolutely.
Right. So next question, Samkit, our viewers would like to know the roadmap of Hack2Skill, right? What is it in store for all our audiences and for all our tech enthusiasts particularly? Any secrets that you would like to share with us?
I will say the secret will be to identify that which domain you want to excel. This is very important. Figuring out your domain, figuring out your, I will say, cup of tea is very, very much important. The secret, everything will lie behind that only, because every domain, every technology domain has their own potential. Every technology domain will have a groundbreaking solution. Every company wanted solution in any of their particular sector they are in, whether it's a health tech, it can be a robotics, it can be anything which can come. So all this technology can be married with all the industry categories out there. So I will say, don't see that right now you are doing something on a blockchain and now the buzzword is Gen AI. So everybody is keep pushing on the Gen AI. It will not happen because whatever you are doing for the last 5 years, and that particular technology has a potential to change. So this is what happening right now is everyone is pushing ourselves to the what buzz around, what is the buzzing thing out there. But there are the potential, and we have seen many industries, they are not focusing on Gen AI, they are focusing on how they can implement some core technologies, how a robotics can be implemented in that particular, how the automation process can be implemented in their particular companies and all. Right. I will say the secret sauce will be focusing on their domain and how they can marriage towards the various I will say companies and organizations.
Fair point, Samkit. So before we move on, also let's talk little about what's in it for Hack2Skill in the next 4 to 5 years. What does your roadmap look like? Are you planning to go global, scale further? Right now, as we speak, I believe you have a team of 30 people, right? So yes, what are your expansion plans?
So our expansion plan is going out there. I will say solving their challenges with help of Asia Pacific as a resource pool. So how we are doing this matchmaking is we are going global. Now we already have one office in Michigan.
Is it?
Yeah.
Good.
And that's a start of going global.
Okay.
So going global we will end up addressing various challenges, end up addressing various solutions out there. So there can be the problem of Europe can be solved in India. It's we do in our service-based economy.
Right.
But how to incorporate that thing into the innovation? So we are now expanding our entire ecosystem, entire, I will say, geographic to various continents and all.
Right.
Already our campus ambassador, which we call as fellows, is already there out there in the various academics.
So, well, that was quite an insightful discussion with Samkit. So we have come to an end of our first segment for today. Samkit, thank you for being a sport, right? It was too much fun talking about all the latest technology, all the new tech stuff happening. So we'll move to our next segment, which is rapid fireside chat. We have done a little bit of research on Hack2Skill on what you do, what you like, what you don't like, right? So are you ready for rapid fireside chat? If you could hack into any historical figure computer, who it would be and what you'll hack?
I will say Leonardo da Vinci, because what are the ideas, what are the solution? I will say the design. He was ahead of his time,
Right.
and I can go in and grab some ideas which will be implemented 20 years from now.
If Hack2Skill has a superpower, what it would be?
I think superpower will be turning e-waste. I will say turning e-waste and turning the waste material into the code.
If you had to choose between attending a hackathon in zero gravity or underwater, what would you choose?
I think I will choose doing a hackathon in zero gravity. Also, we have put up a mission
Okay.
that Hack2Skill will be the first one to do a hackathon in Mars. We are planning, like everyone is planning, to do a hackathon, or I will say to live in other planets. So we are also planning to conduct first hackathon.
If you could have a coding battle with any fictional character, who would it be?
I think Tony Stark from Iron Man. I will see that how the algorithm of mine and what we are innovating and what he has on a plate. I think he will be the nice character to be like a battle with him.
If you could choose a tech gadget to represent Hack2Skill, what it would be?
I think it will be a Swiss knife with a power bank and a Wi-Fi and all the tech stuff you need.
If Hack2Skill were a movie, what would its tagline be?
The tagline can be the innovator network, like a social network. So it can be an innovator network.
That's it. That ends our second segment. Thank you for playing along. And looks like you are quite good at it, right? So, all right. So before we wrap up, Samkit, we have planned a very special segment for today, right? Where we ask our guest to talk about their life journey, your experiences, and share it with our viewers, right? So I'll let you talk about your journey and some words of wisdom that you would like to share with our audience today.
So I will say I started with a service-based company. We keep on pushing various innovation challenges and all. And after some time, when we packed everything in a product, that's the time where we start scaling. And that's I will say kind of a learning I will share with you. And I will also push everyone, like my fellow entrepreneurs and budding entrepreneurs and on. Now India is ready to become a product economy. This is very important, and I'm very much bullish on this particular thing. We keep on doing various like service sector is keep on evolving and all. But once we start thinking how to create a product for India and also for the world, so then it is a groundbreaking, I will say, for every one of us, because now we are competing towards the world. Now India is ready to compete with the world, and to go there, we already excel ourselves in the service sector. We can do very good in the product sector as well. So this is my I will say, from all these years of learning, everything will be packaged and will be served to the whosoever needing that particular thing.
Very neatly put up. In fact, we all are bullish on all the tech coming up, and in fact, we all are bullish at large in India, right? So there is a lot of stuff happening, and I believe today, after our insightful discussion, we actually got to know what exactly the complete process of hackathon is, right? It's not, and what exactly Hack2Skill is doing. It's not just hackathon, it's a lot more than that revolves around innovation. Once again, thank you so much, Samkit. We had a great time together. And there you have it, a captivating journey through Hack2Skill and the future-shaping technologies. In this era of rapid tech advancement, remember, innovation is a necessity, not a choice.
Keep that curiosity alive and stay innovative and embrace the infinite possibilities of the tech universe. Until next time, this is the Open Innovator.